began, most of his writing, he introduced himself as an apostle, as a teacher, as a preacher. But as Paul began to journey with God, Paul's definition of himself began to change. Paul now started introducing himself as the servant of God. And a point came, Paul called himself the prisoner of Christ. Paul was showing us, first of all, what God did, and is now showing us what he is doing as a response to what God did. If you study the writings of Paul, there was a place where Paul, in the earlier part of his writings, and I wish I could show you the chronological order of Paul's writing. Well, maybe when we look at it proper. Paul was the one who declared that we are the righteousness of God. Paul was the one who declared that there's no charge against God's elect. Paul was the one who declared that follow me as I follow Christ. Literally saying he's like the reflector of Jesus. But the point came, Paul now said, I am the chiefest among the sinners. Is it that he backslided? No. He looked first at what Jesus did and accepted what Jesus did. He now turned back to face what the Holy Ghost is doing. So at one point, he defined himself based on what Jesus has done. At another point, he's defining himself based on how the Holy Ghost has helped him. Because if you face what Jesus has done and you don't face what the Holy Ghost is doing, you will be shocked when you get to eternity. Because the crown of life is not a gift given to those who are saved. The crown of righteousness is a gift given to those who have fought the fight of faith, who have finished their course. If you don't fight the fight of faith, if you don't finish your course, there will be no reward for you in heaven. Because reward in heaven is not a product of the finished works of Christ. Reward in heaven is a product of your cooperated work with the Holy Spirit.